To simplify the index view, I'm going to create a partial view. And we have said that the default location for the partial views is inside the shared folder. So views, shared. Since this is a partial view related to home, I can just create another folder named home and put it inside here. So home. Let us right click, then add. And this is going to be a view. But we have said that when we have partial views, we can just use the underscore to indicate that this is going to be a partial view. So I'm just going to name it underscore post and then C# HTML. Just click add. And this adds the partial view. Now in here, depending on how you want to structure your code, you can either just go to index and put everything inside the partial view, like starting with the for each, or you can just keep the for each in here and put inside the partial view just this code. That is what I'm going to use. So first let me add a code change in here. If the model count is 0, we want to show this message. Else, we want to show the for each. Just cut everything and put it inside here. And then I'll just go to the post C# HTML and define the model. And since we are inside the for each loop, the model for this section is basically the post, which is of type post. So for that, just define that the model is going to be a post. And then down here, I'm just going to go back here and then cut all the code. Let's cut the code. Just remove this one too. Then let's just go back and paste it in here. Let us scroll up and start replacing everything in here. Now the post that you see in here is the actual model of this page. So for that, I'll just type model.user and then profile picture URL, then add model, and then let us scroll down. We also have in here the model.content, model.image URL, and also the model.image URL down here. We see that all the errors are gone. I'll just save the changes. And then in the index.c# HTML, we are going to render the partial. Now to render the partial view, you can either use the @html.renderPartialView, or you can just use the partial keyword. Now here we need to define two things. The first one is that we need to define the name. The name is going to be, so inside the shared folder, we have the home folder, and then inside this folder, we have the post.c# HTML. The second parameter is going to be the model, and the model is going to be the post. And that's it. Now, if you want to get rid of this suggestion, you can just close it like this, and the error is gone. Let's do it down here as well. And then down here too. Let us now save the changes and let us see if everything works as expected. So we can see in here that everything loaded as expected, but there is still one more thing that we need to change, and that is related to the date in here. Right now, it just shows like the full date in this format that we defined, but we want to be able to see something like it was added just now, minutes ago, hours ago, or days ago. And that is what we are going to fix on the next part.